Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check test 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That again. Check test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a hockey game. Kind of figured out our little audio issues here. We'll make sure we'll see this. Make sure this is sounding right. I've got my producer David Hillen, who's going to monitor this on his phone real quick and make sure everything's groovy there, and we'll get the score bug up for you and all. And it's JV hockey, and I don't like how that sounds. There's like a little bit of a feedback coming through on this thing, but we'll stay with it. It's in the soundboard. So we'll work through that and see if we can figure that out. Keep the game rolling for you, though. We'll continue with kind of this funky audio. We're going to switch over the audio board. There's a shot in on goal. That's stopped and held on to. And we will face that off once again inside the Blake zone. 0-0 with 11:46 to go here in the first period. The Blake Bears and the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights. Facing off. This has been a long and storied deal. Long and storied rivalry between these two teams. It dates way back. And once again, they are here again today at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. There's a shot in on goal that's turned aside. In goal for the Blake Bears is number 31, Jonas Spaeth, the freshman. There's a shot. Nice pad save as that one's turned away by the Red Knights, Charlie Fratellone. Back into the neutral zone it goes now. It's going to be controlled by the Red Knights as they turn up ice. On the puck, that's Ryan Guerin, as he's going to be forced to the near boards. And it's going to be settled back in by the defense of Ryan Seaver. On the stick now of Luke Sogalski, and it's back at center. And on the stick of the Red Knights, Ryan Guerin again. Cut off in the neutral zone by Bjorn Lervik and offside at the line. Puck played back up through the neutral zone, and that's off Lervik's stick and controlled now by Mason Baldwin. I'm aware that there's audio issues. I can hear it in my ear. We're getting a new soundboard. I know this one had some snow trickle in on it, and I'm sure there's a little of that going on. So that, of course, was over the weekend during our Snowmageddon 10 that never occurred. Back at center ice, Bartles with it, plays off the boards back into Red Knight territory as it's going to be Baldwin to put on the brakes. Mason Baldwin rings the boards over the near side for Wesley Bartels. as he'll play this one again at the line. Knocked ahead by Jake Runman, and reaching for that for the Red Knights was Theo Toft. Through center ice, Eli Daniel looks to the corner as he's bothered on the play. It's going to be Runman with it through center, 2-on-2. Now it's a 2-on-4. Runman shot right into the midsection and held on to by Spaeth, as the faceoff will be to the freshman's left with 9:16 to go here in the first period. Good to see Ben Johnson back in the fold now as Todd Grover slid right into that camera. We're swapping out soundboards, as we said, if you're just joining us, as we have a little bit of an odd feedback. Puck is played back into the corner. Kind of sounds like I'm gargling all the time. It's kind of a cool effect. Up the right wing side into the corner, bumped off the boards. Looking to gather that one in is R.J. Hughes as he plays that to the right wing side. It's Gearin now. Regroups to the defense on Leo Warner. He finds his man in stride across the line. That's Dockman. Dockman will have that knock to the corner, stick out of the hands, too, as well, of the defense. And it's going to be played back through off the glass. We're going to tone it down here for a second and swap out the audio board here, and I'll be back with play-by-play in a minute. All right, looks like we're back in business here. Does that sound like we have a good enough pop on the audio? Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's just like butter. It's like it never happened. Beautiful stuff. All right, so it's still 0-0 with 5:21 to go in a very tense battle between these two teams. Well matched so far. Scoring chances are about the same. Up to the top of the left circle it goes. Now from the slot area, it's knocked away to center. On it for the Red Knights is the defense, and Bjorn Lervik plays that one. And that's sent in by Baldwin, but that's cut off by the Bears defense as they're going to play this one back into the zone on that play. That will bring down an icing call, and we'll bring it all the way back into Blake territory with 4:34 to go in the first. Scoreless here from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. And offside at the line, we're going to face off in the neutral zone. In to take the draw now is going to be the Red Knights' Quinn Schliesman. Baldwin loses the handle on that. Werner was there. Now it's going to be pushed over to the left wing side, reached for and played in by A.J. Pauley. There's a puck that's knocked away by the stick there defensively as it's played back into the Red Knight zone. Werner was in on that forecheck. That bounces under Sigalski's stick as he's going to regroup back into his own zone. There's some players with different jersey numbers here that don't match up on any of the rosters, varsity or JV, for the Blake Bears. So if I don't have a name, I will do my best to capture one here between periods if at all possible. Now regrouping back in his own zone, it's Lervik as he plays up the right wing side. That's cut off, and they're going to race this one down the left wing corner. Oh, nice feed in front. Oh, a glove save and a beauty. What a save by Fratellone. Good to see my guy Matt Seaver is here. That means the game can officially begin. 3:23 to go in the first as we'll play this one up to the line. That's going to be controlled and played back off the near boards. Handled by Johnny Perry. And now they're going to turn this one back up. Checked on the play was Heithoff. Blocker pad save. Boy, Fratellone looks really good here. Very crisp on this one. Red Knights and the Blake Bears. Across the line, there's a wrister that's blocked. That shot taken by Rowan Heithoff. Too far for Guerin. That's going to be played back in by Bartles. And back up through center. On the stick again for Guerin across the line. Bartles steps up on him. Now Heithoff comes away with it as he's going to work it from the left wing side. He's stopped dead in his tracks there by Seaver with the check. And now working his way out of the zone, it's Dockman. Mitchell Dockman goes inside out to the forehand. Just misses the mark. There's a shot that's knocked down by a glove and played to the slot area. Swatted at there by Bartles. And here they come back across the line. They're onside. Nice little play. Oh, and a quick chance in front there. Meskin takes the feed from Heithoff, and that's Fratellone to make another big-time save for his squad. Played down the wall. And this will be all the way around to the far side. Chipped back into the corner. On it now for the Red Knights. That's Grazik, who's checked on the play. Guerin comes away with it. He looks to angle this one up into the neutral zone area for Dockman, who plays that one through. Off the glass to center. Bounding puck. That's going to be now handled. That's going to be Grazik with it. And turn back up ice. Here come the Bears in transition. That's going to be Watson. Turned aside by Fratellone. Now it's going to be picked up by the defense. It's going to be Baldwin, the big frame, up to center ice for Guerin. Guerin's going to be stick checked on the play. Nice defensive posture there by the Blake Bears. And back into the corner it goes. On the stick of Warner momentarily. Now it's going to be gathered up by the Red Knights to the right point for Leo Warner, who plays this one down the wall, but that's going to be cut off and played back up into the neutral zone area. There's now 1 minute remaining in the period. A fast-moving one for sure, too far for Pauly. And now it's going to be Sigalski, cut off by Pauly to the slot area. He tried to work his way through traffic in the slot area. Instead, it's going to be played back in behind. On the ring, it's going to be handled by the Red Knights. That was Schliesman, albeit momentarily. As to center, they go with Applegate. Off the boards. Now Pauly takes over at center ice. Nice feed over to the right wing side. Knocked off the stick of Schliesman. And they'll play this one back in behind. Through center ice they go with it. Back into the corner it goes, reaching for that one and looking to play that one through. The Bears continue to control now with 5.3 to go in the period. There's a redirect right into the midsection of Fratellone with 1.9. We'll keep our eye on the goaltender, Jonas Spaeth, see if he is pulled off for the extra attacker here. And that'll do it for the period off the faceoff. We're scoreless. It's been a good one here. Through one between the Red Knights and the Bears. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more high school hockey action coming up for you right here at the MNHockey.tv. Pauly plays that, finds his man right off the bench. Heady play there. Back through the slot area. Sent back through to the near boards. Chipped off to the left point and sent right back in by the Red Knights. That was Schliesman on the play. Working off the end boards and on the forecheck for Benilde St. Margaret's is Gotti. There's a chance that goes right up over the top of the goal. And now it's going to be Ferris with it as he clears but not out. On the stick of the Red Knights defense. That's Grazik with it. And back up into the neutral zone it goes. Baldwin tries to play that one ahead. Across the line they go with it. That's Watson off the glass. Red Knights try to force this one up the right wing boards. They find their man on the move now. That's going to be Schliesman. Pauly loads it up, sends a shot in. That's steered out of there by the goaltender, Jonas Spaeth. Back in behind. Now on it, it's going to be Rano who plays that to the left wing. That rolls the stick of Watson. Shot doesn't find its way through as Sigalski is there. And back up ice go the Bears with Hughes. Baldwin takes over for the Red Knights. He turns and goes against the grain. Finds his man and Wickner. Wickner to center. That's knocked away there by Kearney. And now it's back up through center ice with Vince Ferris of the Red Knights and just offside at the line. Puck will be poked ahead. Gathered in by the Red Knights, so Vince Ferris. They play that from Baldwin over to the right wing side to center. Leo Warner was there. Now off the boards again they go with Ferris. Ferris comes away with it. Now knocked off his stick and on the stick of Kyle Kearney. He'll look through the goal mouth area. That misses everyone. Now it's going to be Rano with it. Steered up by Fratellone, up and out of play. With 11:50 to go in the second period, we're scoreless. Goaltenders have been rock solid here tonight, giving each of their clubs an opportunity. From a grade A chance perspective, it's been a couple apiece, I would say. I think the Bears have had the better in that category, though. That one misses the stick of Bartles, and now it's going to be the Red Knights through center. Gearin with it. Oh, finds a man in front. That was knocked away from Dockman, who had a golden opportunity. Now protected behind the net. That's going to be Svendal with it. Or check that. That was Wallstrom with it for the Red Knights. Now it's going to be up high. Rister fought off by Fratellone on the big bid there by the skilled offensive forward in Rowan Heidhoff. Fratellone goes with the player stick look on that one, then opts to drop down with his big catch glove and trap that one and keep it for the faceoff. There's a wrister, stick safe, Fratellone, and a good one. Now it's going to be Dockman ahead to Gearin. Across the line, splits the defense, and steered aside by Spaeth with a cross-checking penalty coming up. We'll take a look at that one on replay. You'll see as he straight up splits the defense, he gets butchered, and that will lead them to the power play with 10:57 to go. To the line and underneath the stick of the Red Knights defense, and Nick Grazik. He'll be pressured on the play. That's going to be Hack that gives trouble to the Red Knight defense. Baldwin, though, gets it over to Grazik, who plays over to the right wing side. Back up through center they go with it. The Red Knights on the move. Dockman gives off, gets it back from Gearin. Now he's going to lay that one up for Grazik. Sends a sauce over for Dockman. Back up for Grazik. Now they set themselves up. The quick snapper in on goal. Rebound. That one off the side of that. Gearin watched on the play and coming away with it is Hughes. Cut off. They have men open. Gearin turns and shoots. Big save. Dockman knocks that one down, gets it back, and plays into the corner. Dockman is bothered on the play. Rano is there. Dockman now for Gearin off the left wing. Guerin rink wide to the right circle. Back door. Oh, that was a nice setup there by the Red Knights. Now Guerin with it from the corner in front. That one misses the mark. And finding the opening and sending the length of the ice is John Meskin. The forwards will change for the Bears. D will stay out. Red Knights get their forward unit changed. Back and across the line they go with Gotti. He's checked on the play. Watson is there. Off the end boards they go with it. Runman was there. Now it's going to be in the hands of the Red Knights' Quinn Schliesman. He turns and shoots. That's deflected away to the line off the stick of Grazik as he'll regroup back into his own zone. He's forced back in behind. They pin up on the boards. Now here comes Pauly to take over with 23 to go in the power play. Pauly will angle over to the left wing side, looks ahead, finds his man that's off the stick of Schliesman, and the Red Knights regain possession. Power play continues now for 10. Rink wide it goes. There's Gotti with it. That pass is deflected back onto the stick of Warner. Back up for Gotti. He'll let a wrister go right into the midsection. Nice save there. As it was Spaeth who comes up with a good positional stop there for his club. Beautiful save there. I'm always a fan as a former goaltender of the positional saves, and that would have been one of them. That's knocked down off the stick of Rowan Heidoff back in behind the net. 8:45 to go in the period. We're 5-on-5 now as the Bears work the offensive zone. Down off the boards, it's Eli Daniel who's checked on the play. And now it's picked up by the Red Knights, Vince Fierce. I can't thank Craig Roberts enough for feeding me this roster. It was a godsend. Thank you, sir. Now from the right wing side they go, played back to center. And that's underneath the stick of the Red Knights, Ferris. And regrouping in his own zone is Sigalski. He's checked hard on the play. Ferris stays with it and plays it over to the far boards as it's going to be Kieran Wickner, but helping him is Guerin. Wickner now plays this through. Now this is on the stick of Ferris. Gives over to Grazik from the left wing side. High point shot that's deflected off the pad of Spaeth to the slot. Now to the right point they go with it. Seaver lets a shot go. It gets through and in on goal, stopped by Spaeth. Nice little run of offensive chances here for the Red Knights in this second period. Coach Chris McGowan overseeing his squad right now with Tom Klein, the man affectionately known as TK in the business. Off the boards, one-timer. My son had him in the history class at Hopkins High School and says TK, the best teacher he's ever had. That's a big statement when you have a ton of them. Guerin shoots, scores! Oh, what a play by Guerin off the draw. And you'll see right away here what happens as it takes a nice little bounce and then he's able to pull it back over to the forehand. Nice escape there. And there's a battle, and then it lands right on his stick. Nice move, and he gets the goaltender to commit, and he tucks that one home for the 1-0 Red Knight lead. Whistle on the play. As we will face off inside the Blake zone. Corbin Chapman, your head coach of the Blake JV roster, along with Casey Boyd. Student managers Andrew Leslie and Sam Hikas. Back up to the line. That's shot by Seaver is off some gear and up and out of play. They'll need to get a new biscuit. The main event with the varsity team will square off at 7 o'clock here from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. And over to the right wing side, left wing side they go. Played back out of the zone. Red Knights, Pauly feeds over to the right wing side. Schliesman's shot misses the mark. Back into the corner. Now on the stick and played out of the zone. Hughes to center. Baldwin missed the mark there for Seaver, as Frattallone's going to play this one up high off the right wing wall. As Gotti plays that one through, Frattallone plays over for Baldwin. Baldwin will try to cycle back out of his own corner, but Gullickson is there for the Bears. Back up to the line. I got a text. Oh, that hit the post. A long shot. Worked its way through seeing eye by Hughes. There's a shot save rebound. Fratallone scrambles. Whistle on the play. And the net, I believe, is knocked off its posts. I'm not sure. Hands went up in the air by the official right away. Let's take a look at this and see what we got. You'll see his hands. The ref will come in right there. Hands are already up. I'm not sure why he blew that whistle. I didn't see the net boys get put back on. Did you? Here's a look at that shot glancing off the post. Look at the multiple replays. Wow, this is next level. David Hill and Ben Johnson, our production truck, getting it done, the crew. See, the St. Louis Park Orioles have just wrapped up their practice. Nice hockey club they are. Watch out for them in the Section 6AA. They're going to have something to say about the final outcome in that one, too. Penalty was called on the Red Knights, so it'll be a power play for the Blake Bears. Seaver gets the minor for interference as he hits the bin. Played up to the line. Heithoff is there. They go down low, bounces the stick of Ferris. And it's bumped off the boards by Lervik. Nice play there to clear the ice. And the Red Knights will take the high neutral zone posture, working the diamond. Nate Heithoff will carry through center. Forced wide on the play by Lervik, and that one deflects up off the netting and out of play. Puck will be played up to the line. It's gloved down. That was Daniel on the play there. Reaching for that is Karsten Ferris as he plays this over to the right wing side for Nate Heithoff. They try to work their way through traffic, and they'll find an opening and sling that one down the length of the ice. 1:05 to go in the power play. And back in behind the net, protected neatly there. On the stick now of Rowan Heithoff. Blocker pad save. That one brought rain and hits the netting and travels up and out of play. Hit show. Okay. 5:03 in the period, 46 in the power play. Gearin in the draw against Meskin. It's Gearin that gets it back, but now it's going to be cut off at the line by Rano, who plays that one into the corner. Watson was there. Now he cycled back in behind for Meskin. Back up. Nifty little move there to keep it alive by Gullickson. Up to the line. Kick to the skate by Sigalski. Down into the corner it goes. Meskin is there as he's checked. Ooh, little can opener action, and the ref takes it too. Uh-oh. Squeezing the wrist, wincing. Broken wrist. It looks like it. It's not even moving. Oh, my word. I'm looking at that. Look at the wrist on the ref. That ain't good. Oh, no. Might have a one-man crew to finish this baby out. Back door. Pauly fishes that out. Penalty coming up. We'll see if we can get a look at that one. Linesman getting looked at by the trainer immediately. I don't blame him there. Did you guys see that? So he went down in a heap, and he fell weird on his wrist, and his wrist came out really weird looking, like not normal. He couldn't move it. Typically, one of these guys that are here usually put the orange bands on, and then the other one does the lines for the varsity game, so we'll keep our eyes abreast to that situation. Can you call the crew? Can you call one person a crew? It's a one-man crew now. Look at his wrist. See him sitting there? The thing is just, he's jacked. He has, just go home. Just go to the emergency room. Get it splinted up. It doesn't look pretty right now. Oh, I don't know. We'll see what they do. Oh, my goodness. 4:01 to go in the second period. A little tape. That's going to help it. Tape. Tape fixes everything. Back in behind the net now. It's Sigalski with it. He's bothered on the play. Gotti was there. Left wing side. That's off the skates of Schliesman. And back up through center ice come the Bears with Rano. Rano's going to control play to the corner. We're 5-on-5 here with 3:42 to go in the second. Now Baldwin from behind his own net bumps off the boards as he'll play this one into the corner. Gotti is there. Now it's on the stick of the Bears. That's guided around by, I believe that was number 39, Keaton Rano, rather. Now it's on the stick of Sigalski. Up to the left wing side. Back from the corner. That's Warner with a centering feed. They're going to play this one up the middle. Foot race ensues. Gotti with it. Fights off the check. Oh, a drop pass. Oh, what a save there. They play it out front. Penalty coming up. Do we have a penalty shot for that? Let's take a look on the replay and see if we were in clean. He's not going to go there. He's going to go straight up with the hook. Now the referee's shirt jersey is coming off. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen. I've seen officials get nicked and get hurt, get cut, whatever else it may entail, get a stick or whatever. But I've never seen a guy go down on the hand quite like he did. That's nothing I would want to experience, I'll tell you that right now. A little inside-out move they go there. Power play for the Red Knights now. Late here in the second period, they lead 1-0 and icing the call. So I see how the one-man crew works. You train the players just to feed you the puck, and it's just as effective as two. A little tougher to call the line. So, do you think he gets paid twice now? Maybe. Played back into the corner. Baldwin is there. He's watched on the play by Daniel, and ahead they go to Guerin through center. He's watched by another number 15 in Heithoff. Now Guerin over skates briefly. Now Baldwin takes over, back for Guerin. Near side, deflected on the stick of Schliesman. Underneath Baldwin's stick, over in front of the bench area it goes. Nice job to keep that one alive. Baldwin pushes this down the wall into his gear, and now it's going to be gathered in by Daniel over to the right wing side. That took Nate Heithoff by surprise, and it's going to be shoveled right back into the Red Knight zone. Guided around, and back up through center ice they go. Wahlstrom. And now it's Baldwin again, 50 to go in the power play. Minute 54 in the period. And turning up ice, it's Wahlstrom across the line. Leans into that one. That deflects up off the glass. Red Knights forecheck. Pauly is there off the end boards, gets a little bit of help with Gearin. Gearin walks, wanted high short side, and finding an opening and sending it the length of the ice was Warner. Fratellone with a minute and a half plays that one off to the defense. That's going to be Warner off the boards. Now picked up by Grazik, played in deep as Hack is there. Plays that over to the corner of Sigalski. All the way around it goes past the Red Knight defense. That's going to pretty much do it for this penalty, and they're going to have to hurry because there's pressure coming from Rowan Heithoff. Red Knights deep in their own corner now with Quinn Schliesman. Ahead they go to the right wing side. Cutting back against the grain is Ferris. His shot deflects off the glass. It's now 5-on-5. And the Bears will send that one the length of the ice. And stepping on now for the Red Knights is Mitchell Dockman. And for the Blake Bears is Henry Watson. Off the boards up to the center ice area. Wrister deflected. Nice pad save. Rebound. Oh, two great saves. That's how it's done by the goaltender there. Spaeth comes up huge. That was a mystery song we heard, and who knows, that might be copyrighted. Like some song played during an Edina game on Saturday. We just got absolutely slapped. Had nothing to do with it. It was just part of the event we were doing. And they say, no, sorry, buddy. There's a pad save. Might have to reconsider what we're using for our streaming platform. Just can't have that. Played back off the corner. Gathered in and shot. That one misses the mark. 12 to go in the period. Bears with one last chance here to close out the period. Nate Heithoff gets a little bit of help down low with Rowan Heithoff. Three Red Knights are there as they're just going to bury it in and pack it in on the boards. And that'll do it for the second period. The Red Knights with the second period goal. That one's scored by Ryan Gearin, and it's 1-0 as we head on to the third period.
Tremendous amount of thought that needs to go into the selection of the product itself, and then to be able to sit down with a experienced professional is extremely important to make sure you're making the right choice. And once we've come to that conclusion that this does make sense and the customer does want to move forward, certainly being able to fast track it and use all the technology available to get to the closing table as fast and as efficiently as possible.
I think that being in a sport, it has built into it the concept that we are going to face a challenge. When we do sport the right way, we are teaching values. We're teaching kids how to be hard workers. We're teaching kids how to be courageous, to be fearless. Dynamites, because we have a focus on whole life youth development, physical, academic, social and spiritual excellence, we get that we're trying to develop people to be whole people. And I think that when you combine that mission with sport, I think you naturally get that. We have programs in each of those 4 areas. We have ice hockey for physical excellence. Academic excellence includes academic support like one-on-one tutoring. We have a summer academic camp. Social excellence includes our big community service project, Greg Carroll Learn to Skate, and also we're faith-based. So when kids are old enough, they have the choice to go to summer camp, kind of that traditional summer church camp. Every kid in the program has multiple mentors. If they're in tutoring, they have a very special mentor that's just their very own. And then of course the hockey coaches are mentors, and of course all the staff are mentors too. So we have a very high retention rate. Dynamite's high school graduation rate over 20 years is 85%. And over the last 5 years, 96% have graduated, which is really significant because right now Minneapolis Public Schools is reporting that their graduation rate is 53%. So that, I think, is another measure that shows that Dynamites is working. Being a faith-based organization, I think we're able to say things that are really powerful sometimes. We might say to the kids, like, we're gonna do some hard things today. And we want you to remember we can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. A few minutes later, we might be asking them to do that hard thing and you got heads down and panting. And remind them, remember, you have strength. God's given you the strength to do this. You have the strength that you need inside you right now. They might even remember the moments where they began to believe that, where they began to believe, I should be fearless. Only believe, do not fear.
Too heavy? Try it.
I got it.
Lift it up. 1, 2, 3. Good. Looks great.
Wow, this looks amazing. Can I help you make a few?
Sure.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you. So how long have you been doing this?
2 years.
2 years. So you're an expert.
Yes.
Can you do one with my name?
Sure.
D-E-R-E-K?
D-R-E-K.
D-E-R-E-K.
D-E-R-E-K?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
What's the ultimate dream for your business?
I really wish I had more bracelets to make every single day.
What do you do with the money?
We have this hunger project that I give back to the kids that don't have enough money to buy food.
So the more bracelets you make, the more money you raise, and then the more kids you can help out. How long have you had this dream?
10 years.
So you're 6 years old and you had the dream for 10 years. That's pretty good. That's someone that knows what they want to do in life.
Yeah.
Okay, now, what do you think about this?
Ooh. Yeah.
Pretty good?
Yep.
Okay.
think that being in a sport, it has built into it the concept that we are going to face a challenge. When we do sport the right way, we are teaching values. We're teaching kids how to be hard workers. We're teaching kids how to be courageous, to be fearless. Dynamites, because we have a focus on whole life youth development, physical, academic, social, and spiritual excellence, we get that we're trying to develop people to be whole people. And I think that when you combine that mission with sport, I think you naturally get that. We have programs in each of those 4 areas. We have ice hockey for physical excellence. Academic excellence includes academic support like one-on-one tutoring. We have a summer academic camp. Social excellence includes our big community service project, Greg Carroll Learn to Skate, and also we're faith-based. So when kids are old enough, they have the choice to go to summer camp, kind of that traditional summer church camp. Every kid in the program has multiple mentors. If they're in tutoring, they have a very special mentor that's just their very own. And then of course the hockey coaches are mentors, and of course all the staff are mentors too. So we have a very high retention rate. Dynamite's high school graduation rate over 20 years is 85%. And over the last 5 years, 96% have graduated, which is really significant because right now Minneapolis Public Schools is reporting that their graduation rate is 53%. So that, I think, is another measure that shows that Dynamite is working. Being a faith-based organization, I think we're able to say things that are really powerful sometimes. We might say to the kids, like, we're gonna do some hard things today. And we want you to remember, we can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. A few minutes later, we might be asking them to do that hard thing, and you got heads down and panting. And remind them, remember, you have strength. God's given you the strength to do this. You have the strength that you need inside you right now. They might even remember the moments where they began to believe that, where they began to believe, I should be fearless. Only believe, do not fear.
That one's turned aside by Spaeth, as the Red Knights will play this back into the corner. Turning and shooting, nice save there. Quick opportunity for Benel St. Margaret's. That was Mitchell Dockman on the bid. Sent back in behind the net. So far, perfect in goal has been Charlie Fratellone. He, of course, the junior 6'1", 175-pound goaltender. And an official update, we are down to one referee right now. And we'll see what that shakes down for varsity, if it's a two-man or they get the three-man crew if they bring someone in. They had some time to get someone notified, but keep in mind there's a lot of games tonight at the high school level, and it's not like you just can go to the grocery store and pull one off the shelf. Ferris is there as he's going to rush this one up the ice, cuts away from traffic, runs into Pauly as it's played over to center. Ferris gets it back and plays off the near boards. Watson was there, and back into Blake territory it goes. Sigalski is there as he rings it hard at the line. That's held in, delayed offside. Bears good to go as they'll have Henry Watson across the line. For the Red Knights, it's Seaver to make the play up the boards. Pinched down the wall by Rano. And now it's going to be on the stick of Kearney, who steps under a check from Seaver. Puck shot on goal, stopped by Fratellone. Red Knights to the line. There's a wrister. Nice save there by the Red Knight goaltender off the bid up high. Oh, they come together here. Gino Gotti greets Keaton Rano with the how's she going? Chad Warner on the draw. Played back up to the line by Hack. Knocked down the wall by Rano into the corner. Grazik, nice position there on the defensive posture against Applegate. Makes the play. Gets it back now from the corner. He's going to guide that one. Baldwin all the way around to the near side. That's on the stick momentarily of Kieran Wickner. Now Baldwin comes away, guides that one ahead. They miss the mark here. Turning on that puck is Rano. As that one's a delayed offside, Red Knights forced to touch up, and they do. As the Bears play to center. Turned on the center ice area by Wickner. Sent in, knocked away to center by Sigalski. Red Knights, Grazik plays over to Baldwin to the near side. Finds an opening, rings it hard all the way around. Good purposeful dump in there as there's Vince Ferris as he's stopped, though, by a big check by Luke Sigalski. Back in behind on the stick of Rano. Now to the point, that deflects up. Off the netting and out of play. I just received word that Bart Archer may be a little bit late, if on time at all, for tonight's game. They're having issues at the dealership that he was managing today. He's, of course, a big shot with Luther Automotive. Back up to the line it goes. Lervik plays that one into the corner. Winter was there. He was checked on the play. That one, again, off the end boards. Winter chops that around the boards. Lervik is there. Gathers up into the neutral zone. And now it's Warner. Warner hounded by Heithoff. And chipped ahead to the left wing, touched over to the right wing. Nice exit by the Red Knights. It's going to be Dockman across the line. Ooh, Guerin and Dockman look to hook up there. Wallstrom was in on that neutral zone play too as well from that feed from the left wing. Dockman down low and a redirect there. Nice job by Wallstrom as he comes away with it with good tempo out of the corner. Wallstrom plays up to the line. Now that's going to be Seaver wide of the mark. Guided along the wall. Grazik comes over. Wallstrom is there. Wrister. That misses the mark. Heavy off the board. Seaver over to the right point. Plays that one in down the wall. Heithoff is there. Now they'll carry this one back through center. That goes over the outstretched hand of Seaver, as that's going to be an icing call. Back into the zone it goes. And we'll bring it to the left of the Blake goaltender, Jonas Spaeth. Quick wrist shot that deflects. Pauly will go to the corner as he's jammed on the play. Off the glove of Baldwin. That's going to be a hand pass. No, they'll say on the hand pass there. Back of the neutral zone now. It's Watson. Loses the handle. Here come the Red Knights with Energy Gotti back in behind the net. Wraparound attempt. Spaeth gets the pad down and makes the big save there. Shuts the proverbial door. Reaching back for the Bears was Kyle Kearney. And he'll send that back in behind. Fratellone sets up over to the near boards for Gotti. Checked on the play. Wedged by Kearney. And now it's going to be Karsten Ferris that's there. A host of other players. Bjorn Lervik to the line. Quick wrister taken by Sigalski. That's blocked. Now Lervik will reach for the puck. He looks up into the center ice area. Coming all the way over to throw the leather was Watson. Red Knights Pauly plays that to open space. Now it's guided back in behind by Spaeth all the way around to the corner. Up to the right wing side off the stick of Kearney. He took that feed from Sigalski. They fight in front of the bench area for the loose change, and winning that battle is Vince Ferris. Back into the near corner. Seaver bangs off the boards to center. Now it's going to be handled by Rano. He'll get that one back from Sigalski. Rano ahead he goes to the left wing side for Hack. He was checked on the play and just offside at the line. He got chirped by fans. And I'm telling you, he's one guy. I think you can officially get the zipper out and zip it in this situation. Like, seriously. Wow. Played back over to the right wing side. Bears control. Probably by people who have never skated, too. Through center ice it goes. That's Grazik to play back in deep behind. Spaeth sets that up. And down go the Bears to handle this one and Hack. Baldwin jams that back in behind the net. Sigalski is there. Long pass ahead, missed the mark, and icing the call. So bring this back down into the Blake Bear territory. Ooh, Fratellone had himself a nice sauce that he sent down. Face-off win by the Bears. Off the boards. Nice job to go down and make that play and offside at the line. Just by a hair. Off the glass. Ooh, that took a funny carom off the stanchion. And there's a snapper that misses the mark. 7:48 to go here in the third. Played back through at the line. That's knocked away by Ferris. And now it's going to be Daniel there. Big check thrown. And on the backhand, another save. Rebound. Puck still loose. Still loose. Back up to the line. There's a wrister through traffic. And that's hung on to by Fratellone. Good bids there. Take a look at that series of activity there. So you see Ferris is squared up to the puck. It's cleared but not out. They'll work it out of the corner. He'll make the first save. Turns it over to the near side. And then there's another one that came from far out that he squared up with a nice positional save to force the faceoff to his left. Sigalski now lets a shot go. That's blocked. Stopped actually by the goaltender Fratellone. Pauly, nice feed on the move now. It's going to be Schliesman. Schliesman leaves off. Gotti is there. That was blocked. Rano plays that one. Now from the right wing side, Gotti plays the body. Pauly comes away with it back out of the zone. Leaves over for Schliesman. He's got Pauly in front, but that was defensed by Sigalski. Nice job there. Pauly plays the body off the end boards, and now it's going to be picked up by the Bears. It's Watson back at center to Meskin. In on goal, and that's covered up by Fratellone. Charlie Fratellone has some words with John Meskin, who went after that rebound, and off the end boards it goes. Chad Warner was there. Now 6:34 to go. Still 1-0 Red Knights. A very tight hockey game between these two clubs. From the line, that wrister knocked out of there with the shin pad of Seaver. That taken by Karsten Ferris. Big check up into the neutral zone. That leveled by Vince Ferris. And now it's Seaver out of the zone. The converted forward to defenseman. Oh, fakes the shot, takes it wide. He can dangle. Seaver back in behind the net as he'll stay on that puck and wedge his man back up into the neutral zone. And there's a penalty behind the play. And that was going to be on the Red Knights, number 32, Vince Ferris. Big power play now for the Bears with 5:59 to go in the period. So Ferris gets the high stick, turned over up high at the line. Dockman's been explosive tonight. Looks over for Guerin, who's going to turn this all the way back to Baldwin, the defense. He's going to wait. He's got to wait for Dockman. Dockman wanted it over on the left wing side. He could have done something with it there. Looked back at his defenseman and said, I was open. 5:20 to go in the period. 1:20 of power play time. Nice move across the line. Quick shot taken. You know, that rush was by Daniel and the opportunity by Gullickson. There's a shot by Daniel that's off a Red Knight stick. Dockman comes back away with it, gets it up to Guerin. Nice play there. Guerin's going to hold it and shoot. He wanted to go high, glove hand side, but no, says the goaltender, Ryan Spaeth. Take a look at that one on replay. You'll see how this one comes about. Nice feed there. Got a good body position on that scoring opportunity. Over to the right wing side now. It's going to be controlled by Kyle Kearney. Stopped and knocked away by the Red Knights. That one's going to go in on goal. 4:42 to go in the period. 42 in the power play. Here come the Bears in transition. That was played from Rano to the right wing side, sent in now on the move in the forecheck. It's Watson. He comes together with Grazik. That's knocked down off the stick. And here they come out of the zone. Wallstrom was there, knocked away from him. And now here come the Bears across the line, but Wallstrom again with a busy stick. Or check that was Schliesman. Wallstrom 2-6. Schliesman 2-5. 10 to go in the power play. Bears rather from the right wing side for Kearney. Now across the line, there's an opportunity for Quinn Schliesman. That's knocked away. He stays on the puck, though. Red Knights are now back at full strength. As stepping on the ice is Gotti for the penalized Vince Ferris. That pass by Lervik was blocked on the stick of Watson. Fratellone plays that one away. Gotti was there. Now it's again in the hands of Watson from the corner. Bears will play to the left point, but Ferris couldn't get there in time as the Red Knight Schliesman works it across the line. Schliesman's going to carry wide. He wanted to go high shelf. Nothing there. Red Knights will send a shot in on goal from the blue line by Leo Warner. That's hung on to by Spaeth as that cycled back out of the right corner, and Warner grabbed it. You'll see the first opportunity there by Schliesman, and then the big carom came up to Warner. From there, he put that one in on goal. Nice move by Seaver. Gets away from one man on the off wing or offside. His shot goes back through. There's a wrister, pad save, rebound. Red Knights hounding the offensive zone here, especially around the goal mouth area. 3 minutes remain. Here come the Bears back up through center. On the puck, Gullickson. Now it's the Red Knights. It's Runman with it. He's stopped. It's sent back ahead. In the jersey, it crawled up on the Red Knights. Kieran Wickner couldn't quite shake it loose. JV's head coach, of course, Chris McGowan. Tom Klein is assistant. The assistant JV coach is Dave Liebrens, and the student managers Sophia Delgado, Jeffrey Raymond, and Zane Slater. Aaron Essler, of course, is your video coordinator. But I think really our video is the JV team's video coordinator. So maybe we should say the mnhockey.tv, and then for the varsity, that crew comes in. Looking ahead to the varsity game, the Red Knights come into this one with an overall record of 8-6-2, and they are 2-3 in their last 5, looking to right the ship. Meanwhile, for the Blake Bears, they've been playing some pretty good hockey. They've only lost once since the 14th of December after losing 7-1 and 4-3 back-to-back. There's a chance on goal to Hill Murray and Wyzetta, respectively. Then they had a 4-2 loss to Burnsville, came back with a tough win the other day against the Blaine Bengals, 3-2. They have the Red Knights tonight. Then on the mnhockey.tv, we'll have their game against Eden Prairie. Then they take on Minnehaha Academy, Academy of Holy Angels, Latino Grace, Providence Academy, Buffalo, and close out the regular season against Maple Grove. Meanwhile, for the Red Knights, they'll take on Chanhassen on Thursday and the Academy of Holy Angels on Saturday. Then next week, it's Bloomington Jefferson. Then they head to St. Michael Albertville. They're at Chaska for a rematch from the game they fell 5-2 last week. And then it's at home against Eden Prairie, much anticipated game, back-to-back with EP in St. Louis Park. And then they close out with Bloomington Kennedy. I mean, believe it or not, this is a sprint to the finish now. I mean, we're a couple weeks away from playoff time, which is so magical here in the state of Minnesota. And it's been a season of incredible stuff. I mean, you think back to the tradition at the park and tradition at Pick. Total of 16 teams getting after it. I mean, that was some of the best teams in the state that we'll see. The Edina Holiday Classic was special. It was great to do the North-South Classic. How can we forget about the American Family Insurance Catholic Hockey Showcase? And then all the regular season games that we've done this year, a total of 169 that are on our docket that include play-by-play productions for high school and youth games. That's a number that our teams have never done before, a volume that we're proud of and looking forward to doing more even next year. And we've got our automated systems rolling as well right here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center, New Hope Ice Arena, Plymouth Ice Center, Pagel Activity Center, and of course the Hopkins Pavilion. Over to the left wing side, that's pushed through. 2:05 to go after the timeout. Played up to the near boards. It's going to be Gullickson that's there. And Seaver watches that one get through, and icing will be the call. Back into Blake turf we go. Who to watch for in that upcoming varsity game? I mean, everybody knows about Joe Miller and his 38 points, 17 goals. And Jack Saber's right in there with him. 12 goals, 18 helpers, 30 points. Gavin Best, solid player. His 27 points are impressive as well. And they like to spread that out. No doubt. Axel Reed is their go-to goaltender. This goaltender, Jonah Spaeth. I'm sorry, check that. Yes, this goaltender, Jonah Spaeth, has played in 3 games as well. He's picked up a shutout. And net is empty as Spaeth hits the bench. That's blocked. That was off the gear of Sigalski. Now Schliesman, open netter, and he scores. The Red Knights look like they've iced this one at 2-0. And a hard-fought win against the Blake Bears. Now down to 1:18 to go. Face-off win by the Bears, but the Red Knights hound the puck. Guerin over to the right wing side. That's swatted away from Dockman and back up into the neutral zone through everyone. Now it's going to be Baldwin to get there as he is awaiting the oncoming Chad Warner as he tries to pin up on the boards. Now under a minute to play with 57 to go. Chad Warner. Now it's Guerin. He's going to race this one up ice. He's got Dockman to his right. Guerin to Dockman, gathers it in. That one's turned aside by Spaeth. That thing came in a hurry. Great chance there. That one was knocked at there by Aiden Wallstrom. And through center ice they go with it. Knocked away there by a nice stick from Baldwin, who stays on that puck down to the slot area. 25 to go. Fratellone extends. And he gets the pad down to make the save off the scramble. Now 22.1 to go here in the third period. .17 seconds, and they pin up off the boards, and that one's going to be... We have a couple of shoving matches going on. They're going to take one player for sure. We'll see. They just take one. That's going to be John Meskin. .2 to go. Power play for the Red Knights to close this one out. Back up to center ice on the puck. It's Watson, angled by Seaver, forced wide. Watson stays on it, edges in front. They shoot off the side of the goal. An opportunity there for Kearney, but too little too late as the Red Knights go on to win by a score of 2-0 over the Blake Bears. We're going to cut the stream here. When we come back, we'll have varsity hockey action coming up for you right here at the mnhockey.tv. For Ben Johnson and David Hillen and Todd Grover, I'm Pete Wagner. Good night, everybody.